Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we were completing about the placenta. So, today we will talk about the mammary gland and lactation. In that, how the development of the mammary gland will be occur. Second, what are the role of the hormones? Role of the hormones mainly I already explained in endocrine system as well as into the reproductive system of the female. That I'm not going to repeat it again. And lactation, next topic is lactation and breast milk. Lactation is the important topic, so I will describe it and how the breast milk will be made. So first we'll start with the development of the mammary gland. It has three stages, like at the time of the birth, at the time of the childhood, at the time of the puberty, as well as at the time of the pregnancy. So how the mammary gland will be made. So at the time of the birth, the mammary gland is mainly rudimentary, and it consists of only a tiny nipple and few radiating ducts from it. At the time of the birth, as well as at the time of the childhood, so male and female both mammary glands are equal. There is no changes occur at the time of the childhood as well as into the birth. But after the puberty has been started, at that time, at the time of the puberty or after it started, at that time what happened, the vast changes into the structure of the female mammary gland, it has been occur after the puberty. The changes which are beginning into the mammary gland, which is known as the thelarche. So thelarche is as you all know what is menarche, so is same as the thelarche. So as the thelarche will be start after the puberty. So at the puberty stage, there is a growth of the duct system as well as the formation of the glandular tissues. Now during every menstrual cycle, at the time of the menstruation, there is a slight regression, and in between the phases of the menstruation, proliferative changes will be occur. Now on the whole, progressive enlargement will occur, and which is also due to the deposition of the fat. So how the enlargement of the how as the fat deposition will be occur and because of that the enlargement of the mammary gland will be occur, as well as into the mammary gland, the duct system as well as the duct system will be started growing, and the formation the glandular tissue formation will be occur, and it will proliferate. So because of that, the mammary gland will be started like enlarged. So this is about the puberty. And as I told you, into the birth and as well as into the childhood there is no any changes will be occur. Next is during pregnancy. So during pregnancy, now the mammary gland will enlarge to the great extent accompanied by marked changes into the structure. So at the time of the pregnancy, the mammary gland will be started enlarging more, as well as the structure as well as the structure as well as the substances that are situated into the mammary gland, that all these things are getting more proliferated, as well as it will getting more enlarged. Now during the first half of the pregnancy, like first or second trimester, the duct system develops further with appearance of many new alveoli. So into the duct system, there is a more alveoli will be formed, and newly alveoli will be formed. Now but there is a no milk secretion will be occur into the gland. After into the second part of the during the second half, there is a andromous growth of glandular tissue, and the development is completed for the production of milk just before the end of the gestation period. So as the second half means into the third trimester, there is a andromous growth of the glandular tissue, like glandular tissue will be growth more, and it will be growing more, as well as the milk production will be completed, and the development as well as the milk production which is completed, and before the gestation period will be end. So before the delivery, this whole process will be done. Now what are the role of the hormones into the growth of the mammary gland? So like estrogen, progesterone, prolactin, placental hormone, and the other hormones like estrogen will be help to growth the ductile system into the mammary gland. Progesterone will growth the it will help to growth the glandular tissue. Third one is prolactin. So what is the function of the prolactin? So prolactin, which is necessary for the milk secretion. So how it will secrete the milk? So it will also play an important role to growing the glands or growing the mammary glands during the pregnancy. So fourth is placental hormones like estrogen and progesterone. So as the estrogen and progesterone secreted from the placenta, which are essential for the further development of the mammary gland, that I already explained it into the reproductive system, like into the female reproductive system. In other hormones like growth hormone thyroxine and the cortisol, which are also enhance the growth of the mammary gland. And next is lactation. So this is estrogen, progesterone, prolactin hormone, and growth hormone thyroxine and the cortisol. So this mainly hormones which will help to this hormone will help to enhance or to improve the growth into the mammary gland during the time of the pregnancy, or as well as from the puberty. Next is lactation. So what is lactation? Lactation means the synthesis, secretion, as well as the ejection of the milk. So it will include two processes like milk secretion. Second is milk ejection. So what is the milk secretion? Milk secretion means synthesis of the milk by the alveolar epithelium and its passage through the duct system, which is known as the milk secretion. So in this synthesis of the milk by alveolar epithelium. So milk synthesis will be occur by the alveolar epithelium, and it is also passage through the duct system, now which is known as the milk secretion. Now milk secretion has a two phase, like lactogenesis and galactopoiesis. So lactogenesis means the starting phase of the milk production, during the first as the pregnancy will be occur. So during the first half of the pregnancy, the milk production already started, like small amount of the milk secretion will be occur at the later month of the pregnancy. Now the free flow of the milk occurs only after the delivery of the child. So as milk production is already there, but the milk the flow of milk which is started after the child will be delivered. So why it is happened? Because the progesterone hormone which is secreted by the placenta during the time of the pregnancy. So the progesterone hormone which will always synthesize the effect of the which will always inhibit the effect of the prolactin hormone. Now the prolactin, which is the important hormone, or which is the only hormone which will help the mammary gland to secrete the milk. So now what happened, this progesterone hormone which is secreted by the placenta, so this hormone will always inhibit the effect of the prolactin. So because of that, during the time of the pregnancy, the prolactin hormone which will do their own work, but it cannot what we can say, it cannot apply that work properly. So it cannot produce it cannot expel the milk before the delivery. So as the delivery will occur, as the childbirth will occur, at that time with the child, the placenta is also coming out. So because of that, as the placenta will coming out, the estrogen and progesterone hormones function is always decreased, because because estrogen and progesterone which is secreted by the placenta. So now as the placenta will expelled out, so because of that, the estrogen and progesterone effect will going down. And now because of as the effect of progesterone and estrogen will going down, now this side into the mammary gland, the prolactin's effect will be rise, because there is now progesterone will not inhibit the effect of the prolactin. So because of that, prolactin's prolactin's effect is rise. And now this because of as the prolactin's effect is rise, and prolactin is working properly, and it has no any inhibition for the prolactin hormone. So because of that, now milk production will be more, as well as the flow of the milk production, the flow of the milk will be more. So because this is the reason behind that when a lady is pregnant, so when the lady is pregnant, so after the delivery of the baby, the flow of the milk which will the flow of the milk will be increased after the delivery of the baby. So this is about the milk secretion, and next we will talk about the milk ejection, that we will see into the next video. Thank you.